Boom! Welcome to Recovering Addict. How you guys doing? I'm your host, LT Weaver.
And I am his co-host, his wife, Felice Weaver.
I am an alcoholic addict. And if you just happened to jump on this and found this as a pre-recorded video, this is what you can expect. We talk about a little bit about news. We talk about recovery, how to quit. In the last half of our show, we go through some stuff on how to relapse. We talk to people and anything and everything to do with recovery. This is what you're going to get, especially here in this time where we are in a coronavirus and everybody is isolated. One of the worst things for an addict. So this is a great supplement. Now the AA and NA meetings and some recovery places are shut down, and it's a good time just to stay home and chill, and you can hang out with us. You can chit chat in the comments. We will pull the comments up here on the screen, and we will just talk back and forth. People in the comments will comment with you if you are catching this live. If you have not caught this live, we do this every night at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. And that is my email address, recoveringaddict8@gmail.com. If you want to reach out to us, please do. We do have people that reach out to that. We respond as quick as we can. And I do want to talk about some people that hit me up today. We'll wait till we get some people on here because I want you guys to hear this. I want you guys to see this. And I want him who reached out to me, his name's Justin, to get the strength and hope from you all in the comments as well. It's really touching. It happened this morning. I responded as soon as I could, and we'll get to that as well. So how's everybody tonight? How's everybody doing on this Wednesday night? I wasn't doing so good today. I'm going to admit it. I had some character defects, big time going on. Big time character defects going on today. I was being resentful. I was being critical. I was being wallowing in self-pity. I was being arrogant. And it kind of ruined my day. I'm not going to lie. I was feeling funky. I felt like I might have been getting sick, but I think it was my mentality that got me there.
That makes sense.
Your microphone's over
there. That makes sense.
How's my mic sound tonight? Because I had to fiddle with it just to make it sound good. Who we got hanging out with us? What's up, Raina? Raina was our big winner of the $50 giveaway yesterday. She said she almost fell out of bed. That was hilarious. Hey, what's up, Cammie? Hi, Raina. You know who I am. Oh, one of Raina's friends. Cool. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Merk, happy as always with your little dancing dudes. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Cómo estás, Daniel? Glad you're here, brother. Good to see you. This is my good friend, Daniel. He lives right here in Utah. He goes live too, but it's in Spanish. I can't understand it. He talks so fast. I was listening to him all day, though. I love it. My daughter or my son thought I was listening to Spanish Ben Shapiro. What's up, Troy? How you doing, brother? Cammy, Merk and Murd. Welcome, Merk. Hey, Penny, what's up? Long time no here. Glad you are here. Yeah, it's been a minute.
You're not getting the Facebook.
Not getting Facebook comments? Is it because of that watch party?
Yeah, it's okay.
Is there people actually watching it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's watch party. You comment to them.
Oh.
So we decided to do something new. So we got we're streaming to Facebook, the Recovering Addict page. Not the private group, but the page. And we're streaming here on YouTube as well. And then while we're streaming on Facebook, I started a watch party in another sober movement group. And so there's people actually commenting down the rabbit hole. So we're actually reaching people. I want to shout out to the sober girls in Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's
Louisville.
They corrected me in the emails. Another touching email, so they're going to be hanging out right here with us, right here. That's a sober girls from Louisville, and we got Corey out in Bellingham, Washington, at Redemption Place. We want to say what's up to, and then we will get to Justin, talk to him. Hopefully, he's watching with us tonight, so that you guys can all give him strength and hope in the comments. But first, let's get into some of the news. And unfortunately, we always update you with the coronavirus numbers. We don't get too deep into it. I just throw the numbers out there to let you all know if this thing is going up or down. Worldwide right now, it's 932,605 confirmed cases, dang near at 1 million in the world. And that's the good news is 193,000 of them have recovered. Unfortunately, 46,809 have died. And out of that, in the United States, it's 214,444 confirmed cases, 8,878 recovered, and 4,794 deaths. Sadly. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. We are stuck in between 2 earthquakes that just want to keep going off. We got Magna that keeps rattling around down there. That's just a little south of us here in Utah. And also yesterday, about 5 or 6 o'clock, there was a large earthquake northeast of Boise, Idaho on Tuesday evening. There were no reports of major damage or injuries. It was one of the strongest earthquakes on record for the state of Idaho for like 40 years or something like that. It says a strong earthquake rocked southern Idaho on Tuesday evening and was felt by residents from Nevada to Montana. The quake, which was given a preliminary rating of 6.5 by the U.S. Geological Survey, struck some 78 miles northeast of Boise at 5:52 p.m. local time. And that was yesterday. Hundreds of residents reported the USGS that they felt the shaking. A lot of people said that they heard it roar, sounded like tremendous wind and all that good stuff. And then they posted some videos, as you normally would see, of things rocking around. So I guess it turned out to be actually a 4.8. Oh, no, sorry. So about 30 minutes after that main quake, a 4.8 magnitude aftershock was reported just southeast of there. So I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little nerve wracking. You got the virus thing going on. You got earthquakes up and down from us, and we felt that one that day here in Utah, and it was scary. Hey, Justin, you made it. Right on, brother. We are gonna. There he is, right there in the comments, you guys. He's. I don't know. Can you see the comments through Facebook on YouTube?
No.
Dang it.
No.
Well, that's a bummer. I'll just have to throw him up there. I'll just throw his up there. So this is Justin. This is the guy I was talking about here for a second. How do I comment live with all watcher live at 7? Looks like you're doing it, bro. And I'll throw yours up on the screen because I don't think Facebook can see YouTube's comments, and I don't think YouTube can see Facebook's comments, and vice versa. Merge says we should be a little scared, but not freaked out. Every little one of us has to play their part in this and stay away from everywhere by home as much. I agree, dude. We have to take precautions. We got to take our measures. We got to pray. We got to, be careful. Don't freak out, though. I like that. Don't freak out. Another thing in the news is the borders are closed. The closing of borders is disrupting illicit drug trade. It says the tightly controlled border has already raised the anxiety levels of the country's drug addicts, according to Caro, a medical director and CEO of a clinic in a substance abuse service organization. Opioid drug users are particularly less well off, both physically and mentally. Generally, all drug users who can get a fix in Finland are. So this was over in Finland. But it's happening here as well. And what it goes on to say is that they're worried about, because drugs aren't making it through the border in the way that they usually smuggle them. Now they're trying to get the drugs through in bigger quantities through the bigger shipments, because that's pretty much all it's being allowed through. And they're worried about the pharmacies, hospitals and stuff around here from addicts who are going to rob the place. They said that there's been an increase in weapons on addicts they find on the streets because they're worried about the war out there for people who aren't getting the drugs that they're used to getting because of the closed borders. So let's hope them addicts have a turnaround and quit doing drugs. Let's pray for those people too. How we doing in the comments today? Gina, what's up, family? How you doing tonight? Alicia, what's up? Welcome. Glad you are here. Let's be strong and keep positive frame of mind. Amen. I agree with that. We got to stay positive. I tried to, today when my character defects were rocking, I literally just went to bed and laid there and meditated and prayed, because you don't want that feeling in your chest, and that feeling was there. So I just had to control my mind. So when you have a negative thought, you have a negative anxiety thought, it releases the chemicals through your brain and into your body. And if you keep feeding that negativity, your body's going to keep producing this chemical and giving you that anxiety feeling. So what I did is I went in there and I tried to change my thoughts to positivity. I tried to pray, because once you switch what you're thinking about, and you can do that for 3 to 5 minutes, those chemicals literally wear off and you can change your mood. And it worked. Had to do it a couple times, but it worked. What's going on? Anything going on?
Yeah. She wants to stay anonymous, but do you want to talk about your story and your IOP and how alcohol had a hold of you and how
absolutely. Is this
how you recovered?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So those of you who are just joining for the first time and the first time you are seeing this, my name is LT and I'm an alcoholic addict. 2 times in my life, I have actually hit rock bottom due to drugs and alcohol. I was a meth addict back in the early 2000s. I partied just like the typical addict. I had the divorce. I had the trauma. I had, the whole 9 yards, a typical thing. Started partying young and I partied hard all the way up into my 20s. I actually moved to Michigan from age 13 to 18. From 13 to 18, I was trying all kinds of drugs, doing all kinds of things, I ended up in jail 2 times out in Michigan. And you should have seen me when I was 17. I looked like I was 11. So that was kind of scary. Ended up on probation out there at 17. And then my brother calls me here from Utah. He says, get your butt back home right now. And so I went and talked to my probation officer. She said, yep, see you, go back to Utah and don't ever come back. So I came back, nothing changed. I partied harder. And then I was introduced to crystal meth. I started smoking meth, eating meth, sniffing gaggers like that at hotlines, doing everything meth addicts do until I was walking the darkest streets, homeless, holding a demon's hand and hanging out. You know how dark meth can get when you're up for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time with cat naps. And that's about it. Hardly any food. I was down to 140 pounds, ended up committing a 2nd-degree felony. And I landed in jail for a year. And then I did, 4 months in a halfway house. I almost did 15 years in prison because I did violate my probation and had to go back. And that's when I finally got clean off of meth. And then I was on probation for a couple of years. I got off for good behavior. I got a job, bought a house, or no, I didn't buy a house at that time. Was I on probation when I met you? No, I don't think I was. So I was doing good anyway. I was renting houses or whatever. Had a good job and I was doing a really good job. And the day I got off probation, I started smoking marijuana. I never went back to meth because I was scared to death of it. Smoked marijuana every day. I smoked weed until I was 28 years old. And the only reason I quit was to get a job, a little better job than I had. And they required drug tests. So I quit smoking weed. And then from 28 to 33, I stayed pretty clean. I didn't do anything. I was actually got really into fitness. I was at the gym all the time. I was running a mile in 6 minutes, 20 seconds. I could bench 315. I got, just like an addict does, when we get into something, we get into it. And I did that with working out. But by the time I hit 33 years old, I started drinking casually. And I didn't realize I was an addict. I knew I had a drug problem back in the day, but I didn't realize that I was that addict who can't control, who's what step 1 talks about, that we are powerless over our addictions and that it does make our life unmanageable. And that's exactly where alcohol led me from 33 years old until I was 40. So it slowly and gradually progressed. And by the time I was 35-ish, 36, I was a good pint a night, every night, faithfully, and as much as I could on the weekends. And then my son was hurt in 2017 on May 30th, tragic accident he had there. There's a video if you guys ever are interested. It has the helicopter on it, kind of give you an idea of that accident. And that's when I really started drinking. I'm not using it as an excuse because I was an alcoholic, but after that, I became a really super recluse, sit in the basement, blackout drunk. I was drinking a fifth. I would drink until I couldn't drink anymore. That's if I ran out, then I did what I had to do to scrounge and find more. And if I had enough to drink, I would drink until I blacked out every night. On the weekends, every weekend was as drunk as I could get. And I would start if I had it in the house, I would start as soon as I woke up. If I didn't, I was at the liquor store and watched the doors open at 11 o'clock when they opened every weekend. I ended up having to check myself into a detox hospital in August, the end of August. I went in there, I blew a 0.297, and then I spent 4 days in that hospital, 3, 4, 5, I can't remember. But I spent some days in that hospital and detoxed, got out of there, and then I checked myself into an IOP. It's Action Recovery in South Ogden. Look it up. One of the best IOPs, I think, in the world. That's a biased opinion, of course. But I spent 5 months there where I worked steps 1 through 5 with a bunch of assignments in between, worked on character defects, counseled, processed a lot of tragedies, a lot of, the stuff us addicts have deep inside, and transitioned out of there after completing step 5 in February. And now I am here recovering with you all, looking for recovery community, looking for recovery help. And I'm looking to do my 12th step by spreading the message and being here for support and for anybody that needs it. And that's me in a nutshell. Of course, there's war stories, just like we all have. There's crime stories and all that jazz, but I'm well now. and I don't want to go back to relapse. Is it possible I could relapse? Yeah, you betcha. And if I were to deny that, I would be stupid. The possibility is very real. I mean, everything's changing so fast right now that I have to manage my character defects, my stress, my anxiety, just like y'all. And this is one way I do it. I get on here and I'm able to talk. I read the comments, and I know you guys are out there in the same situation, under quarantine, under everything we're going through, whether you're losing jobs or you're worried about your kids catching the virus, or, or just being cooped up in the house all day with your kids and trying to look at everything positively. So we've been talking about that a lot on this channel as well. The one thing I like to do is the first half of the channel, go through some ways that kind of get us to think about if we are actually actively using, how to get out of that. Last half, we've been going through this book called Staying Sober. We just finished going through 37 warning signs of relapse. It's a lot of them, but I want to get to Justin. He gave me permission to go through this. So I woke up, or what time was that? It was around noon, a little after noon. I checked and I had a message on the Recovering Addict Facebook group. So there's a private Recovering Addict group that you can join, and you can join with all of us. But he reached out and he said he watched our 30-30 meeting just a couple days ago. He said he's an addict and he hasn't been involved in any sort of recovery group for quite some time. He says, is there anyone I can talk to ASAP? Let me know. Thank you. And so I shot him a text. I think I replied within 15 minutes or so. I said, yeah, what's up? And this is what he said. He said, I'm really struggling with my recovery at the moment. I have less than a week of sobriety under my belt, and the most recent relapse happened after a space of 2 years of being relatively sober. In the space of these 2 years, I went from a single homeless drug addict to a productive member of society again, and actually wound up getting engaged to a girl who has 3 wonderful children who I am currently living with. I managed to lose my job at this moment. Recent relapse with what's going on out there with this virus. I don't see any sort of hope in the near future. I just need a third party that isn't directly involved in my personal life. And I really enjoy the content, and I've seen you so far. I could get involved in any way. Please let me know. And I said, dude, thanks for reaching out. And I'd let him know what we do here live every night. And so we just started chit chat back and forth. I said, I need help just as bad as the rest of you. And you know that you're not alone. And obviously I'm directing him here, talking about it with you guys so that you guys can throw up some support for him in the comments. He's watching right now. So I asked, are you clean now? And what's your drug of choice? And this is what he said. He says, I've been on Suboxone for a number of years, but the worst issues I have are with crystal. I've struggled on and off with this for about 5 years. My drug of choice is more, though. My relationship is the worst possible place it could be. Currently clean for a few days. So he's got a few days of sobriety. He's getting his head back on. He's checking back in. And the comments just get more positive as we go. And he says he's definitely going to tune in. I said, stay clean. We can get through this. All of us, everybody in this comment, everybody watching right now, we can get through this together. And I told him my little story just a little bit, and now he's heard a little more. So I asked if his significant other is an addict. He said that she's subscribed opiates, but has legitimate NIC issues that cause a lot of pain. Both her parents died from prescription overdose, and all her siblings are in recovery. So yeah, she's an addict, but she's in denial. And we've all been there. We know that. And I told him that makes it really hard, and you guys know. And I asked him if they were fighting because of his relapse. And he said, yeah, the typical stuff that happens. And so we just kept chit-chatting back and forth. So right now, I want you to know that Justin, who's watching right now, is looking at us, looking at you guys in the comments for strength and hope. And I want to share so we just chit-chatted back and forth and got to know each other more about how to stay clean, taking care of yourself first. You know he's at home now, so he's away from the pills and stuff, which is good. So my suggestion was, we got the virus. It's a good excuse. Stay there, stay secluded, stay away from the drugs, because he's not around anybody that's using right now, which is a very good place to be, especially if you're clean, and to get his head on straight first. And so he gave me a little rundown of his history. 2010 to 14, he was a heroin user. And then from 2015 to 18, it was meth. And then from March through 2018, he was completely sober. And then he had a surgery in that year in August and started using opiates. And then now he's on Suboxone, and he's been on the same dose ever since. So he's using the maintenance tools of Suboxone, which is a good thing. And then I asked him, hey, you care if I talk about this tonight? He said, do it. And that's that anonymity thing I told you. With the new technology, I believe anonymity is out the window because I don't care who knows what anymore about me. Okay, so let's get to the positive part of this, which is the positive part is he's clean and he's watching and he's relying on us. So check this out. I'm gonna do a little screen share because he sent me cool videos. And the things an addict should do once they decide to quit is to go and clean their house, right? Let me get rid of this comment real quick. To clean out your house. And I saw this, and I'm not going to lie, I was nervous at first because we get a lot of trolls. And I watch our Facebook group because there's people that had just joined just to try to trigger people with drug use. So I saw this. I was like, oh, crap. Is this a troll? But this is how it turned out. Goes through. I see the Budweiser. I'm like, no, let's not be a troll. And then he dumps it out. I was like, what? So he's going through cleaning his house out. He found some beers and he's dumping them down the drain and goes on to the, this girly beer down here. But look what he wrote. Found while I was going through my disaster of a closet today. We do recover. So he's doing the right thing. He's dumping out his alcohol. He's cleaning out his house. He's obviously cleaning up his head. And I said, dude, that is awesome. So that's the positivity of the cool thing that happened to me today. Was reached out to by Justin. We had an awesome talk. So you guys, as a conscious group of everybody that's here right now watching this channel, we're reaching people. We got the Sober Girls in Louisville. I want to say Louisville. That's by Utah in me, I guess. And then we got Bellingham, Washington. We got the Redemption Place out there. And then now we got Justin. He's just south of us here in Utah. So awesome, huh? Praise God. We are making positive effects. Let me go back to these YouTube comments and see if there's stuff I can throw up there from you guys. That can drive you mad being in the house. Yeah, it does drive me mad. Jesus said, be sober-minded. Amen. Amen.
It's worth it.
And Justin, look, that's for you, man. You got this. Together we recover. Sobriety is a discipline and a test of concentration. Lynn B says, with a big word, what does that say? Immuno? Compromised. I don't know what that means. So
Immunocompromised, like her immune system's funky.
Oh, okay. So I'm scared of everything. I have to go to the store. Oh, yeah. Lynn, we got you in our prayers.
Ooh, I got a list.
Merc. Oh, Felice is keeping a prayer list. We're going to start praying as a family at night. Throw it in the comments what you guys would like us to pray for, and she'll put it on this list, and we will make sure that we do that here as a family. Yeah, brother, you got to keep everything on par when you're medically assisted recovery. It is a crutch, not a wheelchair. You got to put your boots to the ground and get serious about recovery. You're in a great place here. And that's Merc. Justin, if you can somehow listen to Merc a lot, he's solid. The dude is solid in recovery. He's been here, and the stuff that he throws in the comments always throws in at that different angle that you need to hear. And I'm so glad Merc is here in the comments. Troy Flickinger says, stay out of your head, bro. Thanks. I sure appreciate having you guys here for us. Heck yeah, Corey. We love having you here as well. And Merd says, you just got to keep a positive state of mind and remain calm, cool, collective. Easier said than done. Trust me. But eventually you will be prone to this while remaining courageous. Lynn B. Lynn B, that was for you. Corey, it is awesome here, ain't it? Amen. I agree with that too. It is awesome here. So, Justin, as you can see, we do recover better together. We're all here. We're all going through the same thing. We have people in the comments who have years of sobriety. We have people who are like me, who only have 6 months or so of sobriety. And we got, if Veronica shows up, she's got 13 days now of sobriety. Mm-hmm. You have just 2 or 3 days of sobriety. So there's a whole gambit of people here stuck in the same world, under the same coronavirus, under the same situation, trying to manage our character defects, our stress. And on top of that, we're drug addicts, so we do it, and we do it together. And that's all I got to say about that. Where's Gina? I just saw her say something cool.
Did you see what Cody said?
Now I'm sober and my house is a mess. If I flip the camera around and let you see our kitchen, you would say the same thing.
That's why we're going to train.
I'm the same way, Mark. Stay strong, brother. Troy. Oh, we read that. Shout out to Kentucky girls. Yeah. Yeah, they've been watching us every night. I got an awesome email from them. They said, what did they say? I got it pulled up right here. Oh, I hate Gmail. It's really hard to like search Gmail sometimes.
Yeah, it all compresses.
It compresses everything. And
try and
it said, we just logged onto the computer and went to YouTube and saw that you made. So if you guys look at the thumbnail that I made, I put their picture up and they were really excited about that. So awesome. We totally missed, and they weren't able to watch because they were having technological issues and they were really bummed and they didn't get a chance. And they said that they felt it. They're in quarantine. They're locked down. They can't get out to the meetings that they were going to, and they're using us and the comments as a supplement right now to recover better together. And they said that they're going to be hanging out with us every night when they get a chance. Sometimes they can watch it live. I think they're going to watch it live on the weekends because they have a little more freedom, but they have a strict bedtime. They're 2 hours ahead of us, and they love it here. It says we're stuck inside. We can't go outside the meetings, and this is how they get away. We travel to Utah with y'all. And then she said, where's the part about Louisville?
Louisville. That's how she started this right there. Louisville.
Because I was like, how do you say? Is it Louisville? And she's all, Louisville. That's how you say it. And so I went to YouTube. I was like, how do you pronounce Louisville? And it's Louisville or Louisville, but not Louisville and not Louisville.
Nope.
So I learned something new today, and it was fun. Hey, Kentucky girls. Justin, if you ever need help with the MAT part, don't hesitate to reach out on Facebook group. I'll give you everything that's been given to me. Awesome. Thank you, Mark. Murd says, we are all in this together, doing our best to fight the good fight while remaining sober as well. Veronica, taking a break, letting them run. Yeah, we send our kids outside. We live right behind our house is a school. And they're like, can we go to the school? And I pushed them out the door faster than they could finish saying school. I'm like, go and run and run. If you see anybody, don't touch them. Just run away, but keep running and don't come back till you're tired.
Go up a little bit. And did you see what Cody told you? Where did it go?
I didn't see that. She said, I need a couple of me time before I lose it. Pray for me, y'all. Oh, put that on there, dude. Veronica, we got a prayer list going. Cody or Corey?
Cody.
It
was about April Fools.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Where
right
is
here.
Cody?
I don't know.
Go read it out loud.
It says, I can't find a way to get you back for the April Fools. That won't make me look like a dick, so I'll just bow down.
So you guys, sober James.
I wish I could find out.
I want to control F it, but it makes me think something would happen.
It's lower. It's got to be.
Oh.
It's right near the bottom somewhere. That's funny, though.
Well, if I could highlight the comment from Cody. On Sober James's channel, he started a Discord, and we all it's like this chatting. It just never quits going. And I went in there this morning after I woke up, and I was like, hey, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to announce that Felice and I will no longer be doing this channel. Things came up. We can't do it anymore. And Cody took the bait, unfortunately, and said, I'm sorry. I wish you guys, it seemed like everything was going good. And then I was, of course, like, April Fools. But hey, Cody, you could be a dick. I'm okay with that. Mama of Kenny, welcome. Glad you are here. Raina says, prayers for the incarcerated. 3, continue to remember those in prison as if you were together with them in prison, and those who are mistreated as if you yourselves were suffering. Amen.
Yes.
That is.
That's all. I just added it to my prayer list.
It was funny, Lynn. It was really funny. Oh, and then I believe Sober James was like, oh, because it's Cody's actually like his belly button birthday today. And Sober James was like, it's mine too. And he's like, cool. And he's like, just kidding, April Fools. You're making it real easy.
So funny.
But anyway, you guys should go to Sober James's channel, join his Discord. It's a pretty fun little environment in there. Oh, serious question. I am really thinking about starting a wine subscription box. I've never struggled with drinking and I love wine with dinner. How do we feel about that? Well, my knee-jerk reaction to that is no. If you're an addict, it may not have been your drug of choice. Anything will do in a pinch kind of thing. And once that, you're an addict, it may not have been your drug of choice, but once you get halfway through a box of wine and your inhibitions are lowered and your addict inside you wants to start getting high and you're drunk, you probably will. And that, I know that's what I would do. I'm the one that I have to stay completely abstinent or I go crazy. I would go off the hook. So I don't know about the people in the comments. Merc, what do you think?
So far, it's sounding like a lot of don't do it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I warn you. I can hear my counselor right now. My counselor would have thrown a book right at my head. I would have ducked it after I asked that question.
Yeah, or a shoe, or something.
Yeah. Rick would have came down on me if I asked him that. I would say no. If you're an addict, your drug of choice will enter your life through whatever stream, because your physical makeup is going to enjoy this alcohol. Your physical makeup's going to like it, but it's not going to like it as much as the drug of choice that you liked. You know what I mean? And that will drive you there. Yeah, let's count this real quick. So where's the serious question?
Yeah, Veronica, that was another big reason I didn't drink. I felt like if I did it, gave LT permission to drink. He would have drank anyways. That thought was always there.
Hey, Justin just commented for everybody real quick, and then we'll get back to Veronica. It says, thank you. I really appreciate all the comments. Hearing your story was awesome, by the way. Merc, thank you a bunch. I'll be tuning in soon. Good job. Bob's here?
Even Facebook says don't do it, Veronica.
So we'll get through all the don't do it. It's really hard time to figure out ND and old bag of bottle you stowed. Yeah. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Melissa. Don't do it, Veronica, from Bob. What's up, Bob? I didn't get to say hi to you. Alicia says, don't do it. Murd, Sober James is terrific. Definitely sub to his channel. Absolutely. Subscribe to Sober James. There's Cody. He got April Fooled today. I was just waiting for that. I was like, ooh, yeah. I was going to do it tonight, but I just couldn't bring myself to it. Hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. Absolutely. Alcohol has led me to my drug of choice a ton. So Justin knows. Alcohol led me to, when I was drunk, even now, I would, if it was around and I was drunk, I would do it. Troy says, don't do it. Wait till we're getting to your comment, Veronica. Timothy says, I wouldn't do it. I was into opiates and got sober from that. Then I started drinking with a friend only once in a while, then ended up drinking a pint Everclear. Man, Cam, you sound like me. That's what I did. But yeah, I switched it. Isn't that called cross addiction as well? That's another possibility. If you're an addict, you're going to go. If I had one drink, I'd be chasing blow. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, indeed, Raina. I thought she said, okay, I won't.
She did.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I won't. I also don't want my husband to think I agree with his drinking. I bought a book on Amazon. I'm really excited to get it. What book did you get? I'm curious. I like books.
Did you ever read that article I sent you? The 10 things? Let me know what you think if you did read it.
Alcohol. Amar says, alcohol could be a gateway drug. I'd have a terrible time after drinking, not getting to the point that drinks get me too many and I get moody, selfish, to the point I'm down for whatever. Yeah, dude, I'm down for whatever. Sober James has a video about Eric Clapton, who once was a heroin addict and later got hooked on alcohol to substitute his heroin addiction, which he admitted was just a bad idea. Well, Veronica, the votes are in, and it sounds like don't do it. Oh, cool. You got the AA book.
Oh, right on.
I got mine right here. Bam. Whoops.
And there with that.
Then I got my character defects. I had to bust these out today. I wanted to read a few of them on here tonight because I had laziness was part of it, and everything was on top of everything. Impatience. I'm lacking patience. I'm annoyance because of delay. I don't want to be at the job I'm at anymore. It just drives me. I literally feel like I'm losing my mind. So I felt impatient today. And the asset for patience is patience. Here's an example. I was patient while waiting on a hold with my cell phone company. I decided to fold laundry and help pass the time. Practice. Every character defect has an asset. False pride. I was deep into false pride. False pride's not good. It's being more proud about a dishonest thing than you should be. I wasn't being humble. I was being self-important. I wasn't doing what I've signed up to. I was doing what I signed up to do, but not with the right attitude, not with the right heart. Criticizing. I was very critical. I was focusing on people or things for the purpose of devaluing them and building so I could build myself up. And the asset to criticizing is non-judgmental. Here's an example. Even though I disagreed with how my coworkers was handling an issue with the customers and thought to myself that I'd have to handle it differently, I didn't judge him. So anyway, y'all, we're praying for you. Pray for me because work has been a battle for me.
You really did do a good job today, taking inventory of your assets and things. I was watching you.
I was trying.
He did a really good job. I was like, oh, there he goes.
I thought I was losing my mind today. I'm not even joking.
Reined him in a couple times.
Yeah, she had to let me know. I'd spout. Oh, remember what we were going through here? I even had to say it out loud that we have pain, drug abuse, right? Equals.
You did say that.
Instant pleasure plus future pain. And also, once you quit drinking through the relapse process, you have pain, compulsive behavior equals instant pleasure plus future pain. I wanted to make an irrational, compulsive decision today. And I didn't, but I had to say that. I was like, okay, I'm in pain right now because of my character defects, plus my compulsive behavior I'm about to act out on, which equals I'll have instant pleasure, just like in addiction, but then that's going to cause future pain. So, man, today was a character defect battle. I hope tomorrow is better for me, because if I don't interrupt that process like I did today, and coming on here, and then I got to get it off my chest. This is the other part of it. You recognize it, you battle it, and then you spill it out. Remember what we read here in the very beginning of this book? And it's my favorite part of the book so far. And I've read it on here a million times, and I'll read it a million more. But when you're going through times like I was going through today, or if you're going through anything, just like Justin reached out, Justin actually practiced what I'm about to read. It's called verbalization. You know this, right? Start talking to people who are not going to accuse you, who are not going to criticize, and they're not going to minimize. I love that part. They're not going to minimize, because sometimes you feel like, oh, what I'm going through is not that big a deal, even though it's pain. It's like when, you're suffering, and they're like, well, there's people over in that third world country that are doing way worse, which is a stupid analogy, because yeah, they got it worse, but it doesn't stop the pain you're actually going through at the moment. So we're not going to minimize. They're not going to minimize in the comments. Verbalize it. You need to talk about what you are experiencing. It will help you look at your situation more realistically. It will help you bring internal symptoms to your conscious awareness, and it will give you support when you need others to rely on. And then vent. You got to vent it out. Express as much as you can about what you're talking about and feeling, even if it seems irrational or unfounded. And I was feeling pretty irrational and unfounded today because I have a good job. What am I crying about? I get to telework from home in this crisis, and I'm over here crying about it. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with me? I'm an addict. That's what's wrong with me.
It was cute. Linky prayed with him today, too.
Yeah, me and Link, we actually jumped up and held hands.
Good little man.
He's like, let's pray, Dad. I said, okay, bud, we will. Man, we got some restless, irritable, and discontented addicts around here tonight. Bob, are the speakers
house,
up?
huh?
I'm going to start preaching to him if the speakers are up again. The little doper is freshly out of weed, and the meth addict says she's quitting pitching. I love Bob's. I can picture and it's like Bob, I picture you on the couch with popcorn, watching us, knowing where they're headed in future life. And you're just watching popcorn. They're eating popcorn, watching it.
Giving us a play-by-play.
Yeah, I love your play-by-plays. I have a terrible time, Corey says, after drinking to say no to one more. And after that, I've had a few. I get moved. Oh, I already read that. Where am I? I'm way behind in the comments.
Right there. Read that one.
I think one of these months around here even shut a door quietly. I drop over dead from shock, banging the dishes, slamming the fridge door, stomping back and forth. Yikes. Churn the meeting up. Hey, addicts in there, you guys just need to calm the hell down. You're freaking Bob out. Lisa at Real. Oh, Lisa's here?
Hello, Lisa.
Where is she? Oh, there she is. Hey, me and Lisa just connected. We haven't really been able to chit chat yet, and I'm looking forward to it. But Lisa, just in case we didn't connect right, there's my email address, recoveringaddict8@gmail.com. That's for anybody out there. You guys write that down. Shoot me an email if you ever want to get in contact. But I went to her page, and she's got some hope, and she's got a good channel. You guys check her out. But we were talking maybe having Lisa on here, and she could share her story. I'd like to have people on here on Wednesdays. Tonight, we did not get to that far. It's hard to actually get people to come on your channel and spill their story. They don't want to be live. I understand that. That's fine. But Lisa, you're welcome anytime you want, and welcome to the show, and welcome. I had to get a counselor. It helps to have someone to talk about my stress. Dude, I highly suggest a counselor. I sat in front of a counselor during my addiction. He's a pastor out in, well, I don't want to say his name because of what he said. I told him later on that he called me this, and he was surprised at himself that he said it, but he's really a Christian, godly man, right? And he's counseling me, and I'm sitting in his office once a week for an hour, and he's counseling me, and most of the time I'm hungover or still drunk, trying to act like I'm not. And so we got down into it, and I told him, I'm an alcoholic. I drink every night. I do this, I do that. And then he's like, well, what about your wife? He's worried about her, obviously, because I'm the addict and she's not. And I got to a part in our conversation about how she was handling it, and our whole family, there's like 15 of us. We all have this Life 360 so we can watch each other and just interact. It's fun. And at one point she was watching the Life 360, and I would swing into the liquor store, and she would shoot me a text. Hey, you don't have to buy that. And I would, of course, pretend like I didn't read it until after I bought the alcohol. And I told this to this pastor guy, and he got mad. He's like, you idolatrous dick. He gives you a wife that's loving like that, and you just walk all. Oh, he was mad at me. But anyway, so during my active addiction, I was under counsel, which was all part of the plan, right? I was getting those seeds. You've heard the saying, a belly full of liquor and a head full of AA, it just doesn't work. And that's the point where I was getting to. I was getting into those. I actually pulled up the 5 stages of recovery. I wanted to get through that. I don't know if we'll have time tonight, but we'll definitely read those one night. And after that, I checked myself into that IOP, and I was under a counselor 5 nights a week, 3.5 hours every night. And a counselor is a must. At least once a week, if you can afford, even if you can't afford a counselor or find one, find a sponsor. Some guy, I would say, find a dude that's like Merck. I bet you Merck would be a good dude to talk to once a week for an hour. I'm not saying reach out to Merck like that, but a guy like Merck, because Merck is just that solid. He's going to tell you how it is. He's like, that's great what you're doing, but here's where you want to be. You need somebody like that. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? Awesome. We are very glad you are here, Aaron. If you want to share in the comments about yourself, you're more than welcome. But we are here every night, 8:00, and we are here to recover together because it's much better to do so. And we're actually hanging out with these girls right here. They are the sober girls of Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Facebook. Found us on Facebook and then jumped to YouTube. Nice. Very nice.
Oh, they disappeared.
Right here. I think. Comments are going faster than I can handle them now. I can never live with an addict and stay straight.
Yeah, her next one is she lives with an alcoholic.
I know. And I had to go back to therapy in October, Alicia. That's good. Glad someone commented and asked how to comment. Nice. Cody, what's going on? Serious question. With your short time of sobriety, how did you decide to do this channel? I get helping and keeping yourself in line, but did it get you further in debt with the equipment and all? No, Cody. So I actually have another channel. It's called LT Weaver, just my name. And for the last, how long have I been doing it? 4 years. I've actually had the
5
channel
years.
for 10 years. I started YouTube in 2008. And the only reason I even did it was just because cameras, video editing has always been a hobby of mine. So over the years, I've slowly collected all the equipment it takes to get to this. So no, it didn't. But that channel is what helped my skill improve enough to be able to edit like I do. If you go into my channel and watch, I have 10 produced videos. Watch the one like the Addict Mind or the last one, why AA meetings are so important. That's my favorite one so far because I actually go through a skit with me playing 3 characters, and I talk all the way through the importance of an AA meeting, and I end the video of me walking into an AA meeting. But no, and the reason I did is because I feel, and I've been told by multiple people that I have a gift and I need to use it. My counselor even told me this, and I'm done with this point in my life. I'm done neglecting that. I've been told that my whole life. You have this type of gift, you need to go this way. And so where did I go? I went that way. And then a couple years down the road, dude, you have this gift, you need to go that way. And guess where I would go? I would go that way. So I'm not doing it no more. So that's the whole reason behind this channel. And on top of that, it keeps me sober as well. You know, it helps me just as much, if not more, than it helps you. I will be emailing you later. Right on, Lisa.
Sweet.
Real Spill. I like the name of your channel. Merd says hello. Veronica. Well, I live with an oh, so this is what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm behind. I like to go through every comment, you guys. Every one of your guys' comments means something to me, and I don't like just to blow through them. So if I'm behind, deal with it.
Check your character defects.
Yeah, check your character. Patience, practice patience. But if someone will do pills or heroin around me, I'd be in trouble. See, I'm the opposite of Veronica. If she was actually into heroin or whatever, if she had opiates, like what are some opiates? Starts with a V. I don't even know the opiate scale. I wouldn't even be triggered because I can't stand them. I got prescribed Percocet. Yeah, Percocets for my knee when I got surgery. I took one and that was it. I've tried heroin. I smoked heroin one time way back in the early 2000s. I hated it. But if I was around meth, watch out. If I was drunk and I was around meth, I would use it. There's no, it would happen. Guaranteed 100%. I'll be glad to. Thank you. You're welcome. I will share one day. I have tons of Band-Aids.
Like on your face?
Rip them off, Raina. But I understand. It's a process. We all recover our own way. We all have our own way to recover. You're looking at the way I'm recovering. This is me in recovery right now. I have to read the literature. I have to read it, and then I have to say it out loud. And it helps if somebody's actually listening, because then I recover better. And then to read your guys' comments and get feedback and people that put me in check. Hey, Betsy, what's going on? You look like a new face in town.
Hello,
my husband and I have become super codependent. Let's not play the blame game. Getting sober is what I truly love. Awesome. Yeah, that's true. At the end of the day, you can have excuses. You can blame somebody else for using, but nope, it was your choice. That's a good comment, Betsy. Thank you for bringing that perspective to the table. Because a lot of people will go down that and keep, and that's closing your back doors. That's a real good way to close a back door, realizing, hey, at the end of the day, this is my responsibility to stay sober. I got my headphones. That whispering was kind of freaky, actually. Well, did I miss a comment?
No, when you was whispering to Bob's
friends. Sorry, I got a little too close to Corey. That's hilarious. That is crazy from a pastor. He shouldn't be like, well, no, Mama of Kenny, I needed to hear it. And just because he's a pastor doesn't mean anything. He's a human. At the end of the day, that guy has evil thoughts just like we do. He has temptations just like we do. But he has good advice for somebody like me that needs it. I'm the kind of knucklehead that I can't just have some lighthearted, oh, well, you could do better. I need a good backhand of the jaw every once in a while. And it's exactly what I needed because it still sticks with me today. You know, oh, you already thought that. I should have clicked one more down, but you already thought that. Hey, thank you, Lisa, for being here. It's encouraging. Corey, you should try cognitive behavior. Hey, we did that, Mark. It's done wonders for my sobriety. I recommend. Yeah, we did that every Thursday. We would sit around a table and go through, and everybody took their turn on how they actually practiced. Maybe write that down of things to do. We're going to do a show on cognitive behavioral therapy because I had a lot like, what is that? I had a hard time understanding what is that when I was first getting sober when they introduced it to us.
Cognitive.
But one of these nights we'll go through all that. I'll pull out my old papers and stuff. Where is Polly? Polly texted me today. He's doing okay. He had to move back to his house and stuff. So keep him in your prayers.
Ooh,
and I'll let him know y'all said hello. Diana, my sister.
Hi, sister.
Yay. Well, I love you guys. And Felice, you remind me of my wife, the being supportive part and sticking around. I know we put y'all through hell, but sticking around on y'all part is amazing. We got good. Yeah, dude. How did we get so lucky, huh? Half the other women that I've talked to, and I'm not putting them down or anything like that, but they'd have been gone. Diana from Raina. We love you too, sis.
Love you more.
For sure. All right. So where are we at? 8:50? Man, we already blew an hour. You guys want to start this chapter 7 yet? Because normally we would start chapter 7 about 20 minutes ago. But I think we've had a good conversation tonight. I feel better. I got some stuff off my chest. We got some new people hanging out who are learning a lot, I hope. We got some support for Corey and Justin. We got our sober girl in Louisville. I'll get that down habitually one day. Polly from Joyzy. Polly from Joyzy.
Hey.
We're praying for you, bro. Yeah,
Cody,
I'll shoot him a text and I'll make sure he knows that.
Cody, does your wife go to any therapy or Al-Anon or
Jennifer,
read any literature or anything like that? She's struggling.
tell him what you did when I was using. I talked for 50 minutes straight.
I ended up.
Say hi to Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Oh, poor Jennifer. Anyways, I ended up going to biblical counseling with the lady that we go to church with. And her and another lady, we went together. We were going through the same thing, and we went to her house once a week. And we ended up going through a couple books. The first one we went through was The Excellent Wife by Martha Peace. And it really taught me how to love my husband unconditionally and how to react better to his bad behavior, because I was not reacting correctly. I was reacting in anger, I think a lot of the times in resentment, but it taught me how to do it properly and to let him go down his path and realize what he needed to do while changing myself, because that's all I could do is work on me. And I read a few really good articles. One I shared yesterday. I can share it again today if your wife wants to read it. But that's what I did. And it helped me a lot to go and talk about how I was feeling with someone else who understood what I was going through.
Hang on a second. Good night, Mark.
Good night, Mark.
Glad you're here. Okay, go ahead.
But it was very helpful. It was kind of like how he goes to therapy for his addiction. I had to go to therapy for my issues. It was very helpful. I just lost the article that I was going to post. I don't know where the undo button
Bob
is.
left his woman. She begged for me to come home, but I stayed away 900 miles away, and slowly the years went by. I've gotten hooked up since. That was almost a song, Bob. But that's good. And I don't know. Sometimes if you can't be around an addict like Alicia, she probably made the right choice. Justin says, my fiance is still here and continues to support me. Baffles me. Great. Wow. So you're on me and Cody's level. You got a woman you don't deserve, just like we do. Cody's responding to you. He says, yeah, struggles. Her mom died from pills, but I don't think she tries to understand. She just thinks it's stupid. But I think it would be awesome to get with her and someone that gets it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people that don't understand addiction. I remember when it's like burnt in my head for some reason. The thing she said to me, And this is back in 2008. I was trying to quit cigarettes. And she's like, just don't put it in your mouth. Just don't put it in your mouth. And I was like, sounds good, but it's not that easy. But I think she gets it now because she didn't get addiction at that time either.
No, I didn't get addiction for a really long time but then you quit. I don't know how you did that one though.
I kept that. I went and bought a Prime Time in the little package and I put it behind my ear and I just had it behind my ear. If I started getting all freaked out, I'd pull it out and I'd chew on it. And I'd put it back in my hair. I lit it one time and then that was it. I stayed quit for 10 years. And then my son got in that accident and had a little panic attack, smoked a cigarette, and I was instantly, after 10 years of not smoking, back to a pack and a half a day. And I did that for about a month and a half and then switched over to this vape thing. Now I'm back to the dang nicotine.
Cody, I shared that link. This was 10 things.
Oh, sweet. I'm glad you're here.
Sweet.
Relapsed in 2017 after 23 years, now working towards 3 years. My clean date is 7. There's another clean date we can do birthday on. Jennifer, we do special things for people's sobriety dates around here. I play little videos and we try to give out these tags via the internet as a flashy thing on the screen because of the AANA situations right now. But we're going to keep track of that.
17.
And when we get there, we'll do something special for you. We do this every night, by the way, 8 o'clock Utah time every night. Felice and all their kids would come to every family group at rehab and would come to NA and AA on the weekends. It was, So everybody in the comments, Diana, she's the one, if you go to my videos, she came over to my house and actually threw her story out there. It's her and Whitney. You can hear her story, but I went through my IOP with Diana. I sat next to her every night, and every Thursday night, like she says in the comments, we had family therapy group. And all the addicts in group would bring their significant other or their mom, their dad, or whatever. And on Thursdays, it was a huge group of family therapy, and my kids and my wife would show up. And then I would drag them to every AA and NA we went to on the weekends.
And it was awesome. Totally worth it. We all learned a lot. Penny said that she just started The Excellent Wife. I did it twice. The first time, I wasn't as committed as I was the second time, and I got a lot more out of it. I'll highlight some stuff and kind of go through it one day, maybe. Some of the things that stood out.
Cody and Justin have almost identical story going on here. Addiction is a family disease that affects everyone. That's exactly right, Jennifer. We actually started this. Tonight is our 18th row in a night live. But before the virus hit and everything started getting shut down, we were doing Tuesdays, family recovery. So you could come talk to me, the addict. You could talk to her as the non-addict. And that's how this all began. And once the NA meetings and all that stuff got shut down, we pulled the trigger and went live. And we've been live. This is our 18th night in a row. Eight months today. Diana, why don't you tell me so I could make a video? I'll make one for you for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Diana. I don't have your birth date on here.
Dang it.
What is it?
8
yesterday.
months.
8 months yesterday. I'm right
Hey,
now.
guys, come tell Diana. 8 months. She's got 8 months.
You got me 8 months here. 8 months here. Oh, geez, I'm red.
Veronica, our kids are back.
Hey.
Look at you guys, 8 months today for Diana. Woo! Diana!
I can't even move.
My kids know Diana well. I'll email you guys. Don't hold back and focus on me. There are a ton of people in here that need it. Oh, we're not, Cody. We get it. But you're one of us. Congratulations, Diana. It's awesome. Congrats, Diana. Congratulations, Diana. She says thank you.
August 1st.
Another prayer request to overcome my agoraphobia and pray for the healthcare. Amen. My sister's a healthcare provider. She needs your prayers.
Is that from
Raina.
I'll write that down, Raina.
I stopped smoking 9 years ago, but relapsed for about a year when I moved in with a smoker. Got 15 months with everything else. Nice, brother. Keep it up. I ended up being treated like crap and doormat, but I finally quit fighting, quit the anger, don't even resentment when they rip me off, but I confess and I wish they'd all just die sometime. Mob, I feel your pain. That's a struggle, man. That is a huge struggle. Some of them have actually died. Oh, that's sad. August 1st.
Yep, I got it.
I'm just
Well,
sad
very
about sober softball. Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff that's shut down right now. Oh, man. This is wicked awesome. I've been missing meetings, so I've been doing phone meetings with my sponsees. Well, I'm glad you're here, Jennifer. We recover better together. Congrats, Diana. Congratulations. Go, Diana. Go. Congrats. An addict with even 24 hours is a miracle, in my opinion. Amen. Yeah, it is, man. I remember my first day of not drinking. I didn't think it would actually come. It just
Neither
seems
did we.
so, yeah,
Just kidding.
it's true.
I knew it'd
Just
come
seems
eventually.
so hopeless, you know? Y'all know.
I could see it when he didn't know I could see it. This is how we know. Another way that we know Cody is when he would get super duper drunk. I would watch him go from like happy. He'd go in phases. Super happy to just an emotional wreck of just regret. So I knew it was in there, and then I'd watch him push it away and go back to just F it. I'm gonna do what I want. But we see it when you don't know. We see it that it's in there, and you don't want to do it. That you're miserable on the inside. So we wait. We be patient, and then he quit.
Well, y'all, that is an hour. That is 1 hour. I think we are finished up here. Would you guys like to read AA, Daily Reflection, or would you like to do the NA just for today?
Mark, October 22nd.
Or
you got it, Penny.
you want to keep on talking? Either way, I'm fine with whatever. What did Cody say? Thanks for letting me chat, Bob. Yeah, Bob, get it out of your head. That's what we're here for, brother. Write down Mark's October 22nd. What year?
2019? That doesn't seem right.
48 hours is my weakness. It's awesome. I work at a fire department. I can go 24 hours, and then after that, you're in a vicious cycle. So like I think we called that binge drinkers. We had guys like that in our IOP who could actually make it the whole week, but once the weekend hit, they were blackout drunks. Well, you know, you do what you have to do to survive as an addict.
2014.
Sunflower seeds are good help for quitting cigs. Yeah, dude, I ate so many sunflower seeds the first time I quit. Now I'm back. Jennifer says, I've been blessed that some of the people I meet in my relapse saw me get clean again and now are working in a program. It's awesome. Amen, Jennifer. I'm glad you're clean. Rena, oh, ready? No. You're welcome. And we are so glad to help. Cammie Timothy says, thanks, everyone. Have a good night. 2014 for Mark. Right on. Thank you all for being here for me. So, no, Cassie, we're not ending. Hold on. My cousins. We'll stay on here for her for just a second. I'm going to tell her she missed a good one, though.
Can Auntie Cookie come on again?
We'll see if she jumps on. So yes, thank you guys for doing these. I will definitely do myself. Did you guys suggest yet? Do you want to listen? Do you want to read AA, Daily Reflection, or NA's? NA's whatchamacallit, just for today. You guys get to pick tonight. For you guys that are new here, every time we close the show, we end it with AA or NA, just for today or Daily Reflection, and then we close as a family with Serenity Prayer, and we say peace out till tomorrow. Not quite there yet, so don't log off. Oh, and if you guys want to help us, I ask you if you could do 3 things for us. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and then share our videos. That would help us out. Help us help them help us. Help me help you. What is that from?
Help me help you. Oh, Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Show me the money. That was Raina last night. Woo! It was
Yeah,
raining.
Raina. So we do little giveaways, Cash App, Venmo giveaways. We just started, and last night Raina was the big winner. What we'll do is every couple of weeks I'll throw up a little tiny challenge of some sort for everybody, and then we will have you guys log on our Facebook page. We put the names right here. I still got the names from yesterday. We put them in here. Link Tie draws a name out, and online we will send you whatever we send you that day, whatever the prize is that day. Yeah, Cody, I don't know. I just got over it. I didn't care anymore. Bless you. My old sponsor, Alex, saw me tonight in Zoom. Is this the one we were talking about yesterday, Bob? But I'm pretty sure he didn't recognize it. Well, it's been, yeah, you probably look totally different. We've changed a lot, but our screen boxes were right next to each other. Oh, at least you stuck around this time.
Abby says hi.
That's funny.
Hi, Abby.
Awesome. Hey, thank you, Jennifer. I'm glad you found me on TikTok. It makes me feel like my kids making fun of me for doing TikTok is worth it. Because I think I'm the only dad that actually goes out.
Does TikTok.
I try to do probably 4 to 10 TikToks a day. And then these guys are like, Dad, you're too old to be TikTok. I'm over there doing the boss ones. Hi, Cassie. You missed a good show tonight, Cassie. We had a lot to talk about. We got new people. We got these girls right here from Louisville, Kentucky. They've been hanging out with us at their rehab program. They're on lockdown and quarantine. We got our friends up in Bilham, Washington. Corey, he is in the comments. Justin just reached out to us this morning. He was able to get a bunch off his chest, and we were able to give him strength and hope and love and encouragement. He actually sent us some videos. You guys, if you want to see that one more time, let me show you because it was so encouraging to me. Check it out, y'all. For those of you who didn't see it, Corey sent me this video of him getting his head right, getting his head together, cleaning his house out, which is important. If you're going to quit doing drugs, you're going to quit doing alcohol, go through your house and do this. Do exactly what this guy did here. Look at that. There goes a Budweiser down the sink. He's done. He's making a commitment. He's going to clean the crap out of his house, and he's going to move on from drugs. He's going to do what he has to do, just like he did. He reached out to us, and he commented, and him and I were able to talk throughout the day today. And then we were able to get him in here with the comments where we have some strong people in sobriety to give him strength and hope. And then later in our private Facebook group, Recovering Addicts private Facebook group, we can all connect there. And I did start a Discord. I'm not sure how to use it, but basically the Discord will be this comment section throughout the whole day. So go on to the private Facebook group. You want to share that link real quick?
I lost it. It disappeared.
Oh, I got it. Well, no, it should be here.
Or where do I find it? Oh,
right there.
So smart. That's why he runs the technology.
I hate technology. You can go on my website and see how much I hate technology.
Dad,
And that's my email address if y'all want to reach out.
Dad.
All right, there's the Facebook.
Yeah, talk right there. She can hear you.
Auntie Cookie, you should come on.
She says come visit.
Do you want her to go live?
Oh, you want to go
Yeah.
live?
Do you want her to go live with us?
I doubt she will.
Cassie,
Facebook. We're putting it in the
Cassie.
comments right now, Jennifer.
Boom, it's in there.
I'm behind on the dang comments again. Oh, Corey said just for today. Okay. We'll read that one. We will definitely read that one. And where are we at here? Cassie says, hi there. Okay. We just threw that in the comments as well. You guys got that, right?
Raina, TikTok is a clock.
What is TikTok? Right?
Oh my.
Another platform to help others in recovery and may not hear the message otherwise. Yeah, surprisingly, I got over 1,500 followers on TikTok. Thank you, Aaron. I'm glad you're here. Bob says, strange how that works. God is working in my life, and now I will have to do another Zoom meeting in Montana. This apocalypse has hidden benefits. Get me a various meeting. I agree, Bob. I'm trying to reap the benefits of this place. Any cookie. Yeah, look for the positive. Where can we reach out and help now? I saw a cool thing about the church. It says we're not because churches aren't able to meet. And the comment basically is that, hey, we've been deployed. We're not, this ain't for no reason. Just for today. We're on it. Well, that's okay. That's okay. What's the time difference? So, Jennifer, I live in Utah, and Utah is mountain time. And right now, look at your watch. Right now, it's 9:09 p.m. So that's the difference. Vegas, I believe, is an hour behind us. California is an hour behind us. And then the further east you go, you get to an hour by the time you hit Michigan, and further, you're 2 hours ahead of us. Merd says you're beautiful, Cassie. Cassie's my cousin, Merd. Take it easy, pal.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding. So you're 2 hours. Okay, you're way out east, out in the late land. Late land for us. Surprisingly, for how young Cassie is, she is very technologically
Retarded?
yeah.
No, we don't use that word. That's a bad word.
Honey.
Slow.
Oh, Merd. That's pretty funny. You guys have been a great night. I'll tell you that for dang sure. Let me pull this up. Link, he wasn't here through the meeting today because he would rather have gone outside and run around, which I encouraged, of course.
Yes, technologically challenged. Thank you. That's much better than what came out of my word vomit.
Lisa, real spill. We love you too. And I can't wait to get that email from you and let's make a plan. Thank you, Cassie. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Me too. I got bad knees. I can't fight anymore.
Oh, no,
I can pretend.
I won't bring it up.
What?
Your fight with Steve.
Oh,
Do
which
you
one?
Remember it?
Did we fight?
No, you kept getting mad at him, and then you were like, "No, I don't want to fight. I got bad knees."
I kick your ass, but I got bad
I
knees.
was like, "This is like the oldest people fight I've ever seen."
Oh, geez, that's embarrassing. There's another drunken memory for me.
That's so funny. My knees. That's all you cared about. My knees.
I have a riddle.
What's your riddle, bud?
I walk on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the middle of the day, and 3 legs in the evening. What am I?
4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the middle of the
Ooh,
day,
I know,
3 legs in the evening?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I am a human, because as a baby you walk on all 4s. And in your middle age you walk on 2s. And when you're old you walk on a cane, so that's 3.
Ah, that's quite the riddle, bud. Your riddles stump me. I'm not a good riddle person.
Me neither.
I get beat up daily by a 4-year-old. Yeah, and we're all just stuffed and crammed in houses right now, man. Right on, Rating. These meetings are awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys like them. That's why we do it. Tonight's background is the train because we are on the recovery train. We're all together. We're all rolling through this dang thing together, y'all. And so we love you, and we're going to read this. It's called Love and Addiction. Some of us first saw the effects of addiction on people closest to us. We were very dependent on them to carry us through life. We felt angry, disappointed, and hurt when they found other interests, friends, and loved ones. That's from the basic text, page 7. Addiction affected every area of our lives. Just as we sought the drug that would make everything all right, so we sought people to fix us. We made impossible demands, driving away those who had anything of worth to offer us. Often, the only people left were those who were themselves too needy to be capable of denying our unrealistic expectations. It's no wonder that we were unable to establish and maintain healthy, intimate relationships in our addiction. Today, in recovery, we've stopped expecting drugs to fix us. If we still expect people to fix us, perhaps it's time to extend our recovery program to our relationships. We begin by admitting we have a problem, that we don't know the first thing about how to have healthy, intimate relationships. We seek out members who have had similar problems and have found relief. We talk with them and listen to what they share about the aspects of their recovery. We apply the program to all our affairs, seeking the same kind of freedom in our relationships that we find throughout our recovery. Just for today, Loving relationships are within reach. Today, I will examine the effects of addiction on my relationships so that I can begin seeking recovery. Let me read that again. Just for today, loving relationships are within my reach. Today, I will examine the effects of addiction on my relationships so that I can begin seeking recovery. That's April 1st, 2020, Love and Addiction out of Just for Today's Daily Meditations. Right on, y'all.
Sure, it's not April 2nd.
All right.
Let me get this set up so I can do my outro properly. Ready? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Right on, you guys. Hey, thank you for everybody that's here. Thank you for everybody that subscribed and liked the video. And don't forget, stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together. Good night.
These meetings are